Okay.
So are your kids are all in India?
Yeah, they are in West Bengal. It's a state where I am from.
Okay.
So they are from different parts of the state.
Okay. So most of them are from West Bengal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
তোমরা
Can you
সবাই
read
শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
their names for me? I want
Yeah,
to know
yeah, I
them.
will. They will introduce themselves.
Okay, that's great.
তোমরা সবাই শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা। So today we have a very special guest with us. His name is Dr. Dhi-e. So he was my colleague when I was in Harvard. He's a scientist at Harvard University, world's #1 university. So yeah, it's my great pleasure to have him here to share some of his experiences, or like he will talk with us like the previous podcast session, যেমন আমরা লিজা ম্যামের সঙ্গে যেরকম করেছিলাম সেরকম পডকাস্ট সেশন আমরা করব। তো সেখানে ও কথা বলবে আর তোমরাও কথা বলবে ওনার সাথে, আর তারপরে আমরা একটা হোমওয়ার্ক দেব। So before we start the session, I have some announcements to make. তো তোমাদেরকে আগে বলা হয়েছিল যে স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থ আমরা ঘোষণা করব বেসড অন দ্য অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স এবং হোমওয়ার্কস অ্যান্ড এক্সামস। সো আমি স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থের এটা ঘোষণা করে তারপর উই উইল স্টার্ট। তো বেসিক্যালি স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থ অক্টোবর আর নভেম্বরের জন্য তোমাদের ইংলিশের স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থ হচ্ছে দেবরাজ রায়। দেবরাজের জন্য সবাই একবার হাততালি। গুড পারফরমেন্স দেবরাজ। অ্যাকচুয়ালি অনেকেই খুব ভালো পারফর্ম করেছে, কল্যাণ, স্বরূপ এরাও খুব ক্লোজ ছিল, বাট ম্যামের যে ওই কন্টিনিউয়াস ক্লাস এভ্যালুয়েশন যেটা, তার বেসিসে দেবরাজ স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থ। তো তোমাদের এটা আমাদের ওয়েবসাইট থেকে অ্যান্ড ফেসবুক পেজ থেকে পোস্ট করা হবে যাতে অন্যরা জানতে পারে, এবং মানে তোমাদের যে লোকাল মডারেটর আছে সে তোমাদেরকে এই সার্টিফিকেট অ্যান্ড প্রাইজ দেবে। আচ্ছা, ইংলিশ প্রফিসিয়েন্সিতে দেবরাজ রয়, অ্যান্ড দেন নেক্সট ওয়ান হচ্ছে কম্পিউটারে কল্যাণ রয়। কল্যাণের জন্য সবাই একটা হাততালি। খুব ভালো পারফরমেন্স করেছে কল্যাণ। এগেইন তোমার সার্টিফিকেট এবং যে প্রাইজ, ছোট প্রাইজ, সেটা তোমার লোকাল মডারেটর যে জটেশ্বর। তুমি জটেশ্বরের তো কল্যাণ দেবরাজ দুজনেই জটেশ্বরের তো?
Yes, sir.
ঠিক আছে। আর আরেকটা হচ্ছে কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ অ্যাপটিটিউডে ও রূপম জয়েন করেছে।
Not here?
হি ইজ নট হিয়ার। তো রূপম হচ্ছে কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ অ্যাপটিটিউডের টপার। এক সেকেন্ড। এরা আগের দিনও ক্লাসটা জয়েন করেনি, কেন জানি না। যাই হোক, খুবই ভালো পারফরমেন্স। যারা ভালো পারফরমেন্স করেছে তাদের ভালো। আর প্র্যাকটিক্যাল সায়েন্সের আমরা এই মাসে কোনো প্রাইজ দিচ্ছি না, তার কারণ প্র্যাকটিক্যাল সায়েন্সের এনাফ ডেটা নেই। হ্যাঁ, আমি একবার তোমাদেরকে জাস্ট দেখাবো যে কিসের বেসিসে কিভাবে ইয়ে করা হয়। তো এখানে তোমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছ যে এই যে এরকম ওভারঅল একটা স্টুডেন্ট স্কোর থাকে, যার একটা পার্ট আসে হচ্ছে অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স থেকে। তোমাদের প্রত্যেকদিনের অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নোট করা হয়। তো অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স আর এক্সাম, এবং তারপর তোমরা ক্লাসে কিরকম অ্যাটেন্টিভ থাকছো, ভিডিও অন রাখছো কিনা, অ্যাটেন্টিভ থাকছো কিনা, তার বেসিসে টিচার একটা পয়েন্ট দেয়। তো টিচারের এভ্যালুয়েশন একটা আছে। তো তার বেসিসে ওভারঅল চুজ করা হয়, যেমন কম্পিউটারের ক্ষেত্রে কল্যাণ রায় হচ্ছে টপার, ওর স্কোর হচ্ছে 59.5। বাট তুমি দেখবে যে বাকি দুজন স্বরূপ আর দেবরাজ ইজ ভেরি ক্লোজ, দীপমও খুব ক্লোজ, 59, মাত্র হাফ পয়েন্টেও ফার্স্ট হয়েছে। তো তোমরা নেক্সট টাইম আরো বেটার করবে। ওকে, যাই হোক, সো we will start our listening podcast. আচ্ছা দীপম রূপম তোমরা শুনতে পাচ্ছ কি?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, তোমরা একটু পরে জয়েন করেছো, তাই আমি বলছি যে আমরা স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থ ঘোষণা করলাম এই সেপ্টেম্বর এবং অক্টোবরের। তো তোমাদেরকে জয়েন করতে বললাম কারণ রূপম হচ্ছে সেপ্টেম্বর অক্টোবরের কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ অ্যাপটিটিউডের স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থ হয়েছে। আমি জাস্ট আরেকবার দেখাচ্ছি। তো কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ অ্যাপটিটিউডের রূপম দাস হচ্ছে স্টুডেন্ট অফ দ্য মান্থ ফর কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ অ্যাপটিটিউড। তো তোমাদেরকে সার্টিফিকেট আর যে প্রাইস সেটা তোমাদের লোকাল মডারেটর সহেলিও দিয়ে দেবে। তোমরা টাইমটা সেইভাবে একটু ইয়ে করে নেবে, আর যখন প্রাইসটা দেবে তখন ছবি তুলবে এবং সেটা তারপর ফেসবুক পেজে এবং ওয়েবসাইটে পোস্ট করা হবে। এই হোক, রূপম এখন আছে, রূপমের জন্য একটা তালি সবাই। ওকে, so so today we have Dr. D. Liu with us. So let's start. So D is actually I will let D introduce himself.
Okay. So, as Swarup said, so we are colleagues in Harvard University. So we are in the same lab, working on the same project, like half a year ago, right? Yeah. And originally, I'm from China. So I actually probably I can share my slide now
Yeah,
as
sure.
an introduction. Do you want your student to introduce themselves as well?
Yeah, sure.
Please.
তোমরা বুঝতে পারছো ওর কথা একটু বুঝতে পারছো?
স্যার অল্প অল্প বুঝতে পারছি যে এই সময়টা আমরা একই ছাতার মাথায় এরকম একটা এসেছি অনেক করোনার পর।
আমি যখন হার্ভার্ডে ছিলাম, আমি মোটামুটি অর্ধেক বছর আগে হার্ভার্ডে ছিলাম, তখন ও আর আমি একসঙ্গে কাজ করেছি, একই প্রজেক্টে কাজ করেছি, সেটা বললো। সো উই ওয়ার কলিগস, মানে হচ্ছে আমরা কলিগস মানে সহকর্মী, আমরা একসঙ্গে কাজ করেছি। আচ্ছা, students, why don't you introduce yourself to D and to me? তো তোমরা নিজেদের সম্পর্কে বলো, তোমাদের নাম কি, তোমরা কোথায় বাড়ি তোমাদের, কোন ক্লাসে পড়ো, কোন স্কুলে পড়ো সেটাও বলতে পারো। দীপম, তুমি স্টার্ট করো।
Sir, my name is Dipam Das and I study in class 8 and my school name is Horipal Gurudal Institution. We are belong from Horipal, Hooghly, West Bengal, India.
Yeah, we are from.
Actually, we are twin. My name is Dipam and his name is Upam, and we are reading the same class. So
we study in same class. Okay, Rupam, তুমি বলো।
Sir, my name is Rupam Das. I read in class 8 in Horipal Brother Institution in Horipal, Hooghly. And my elder brother is Dipam Das. We are from Hooghly, India. From Horipal.
Okay. কে নেক্সট কে বলবে? স্বরূপ বলো। Swarup, so we share the same name, so his name is also same as mine. Swarup.
Sir, my name is Swarup Dey. I
Hi,
live at
Swarup.
Jateshwar in West Bengal. It is a state of India. I read in class 7
আচ্ছা
and
তোমরা একটা কথা, তোমরা সবাই আই রিড ইন বলছো, তোমাদের সৌম্য স্যার যখন পড়িয়েছিল প্রথম ক্লাসে পড়িয়েছিল আই রিড ইন হয় না, আই স্টাডি ইন বা আই অ্যাম ইন। ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, বলো বলো। আই স্টাডি ইন।
I study in class 7. My school name is Jateshwar High School. And I have a family. There are 4 members in my family. I have a younger brother also.
নাইস। আচ্ছা, কল্যাণ, কল্যাণ বলো। কল্যাণ, ইন্ট্রোডিউস ইয়োরসেলফ।
স্যার আমার নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম হচ্ছে।
আচ্ছা তুমি ভিডিও, নেটওয়ার্কের প্রবলেম হলে ভিডিও অফ করে দাও, ভিডিও অফ করে শুধু অডিও অন রাখো। আচ্ছা কল্যাণের নেটওয়ার্কের প্রবলেম হচ্ছে। দেবরাজ, দেবরাজ ইন্ট্রোডিউস ইয়োরসেলফ।
My name is Debraj Roy. I am for West Bengal, India. I study in class 7 at Jateshwar High School. There are 4 members in my family: my mother, my father, and my younger sister. And my hobby is playing football and drawing.
নাইস।
So I have a question. So
Yes.
class 7 actually is the 7th grade. Right?
7th standard, yeah, 7th grade.
I see.
Okay, Somsnigdha.
My name is Somsnigdha Sarkar. I study in class 8. My school name is Koripur Girls High School. I live in Kumri from Nadia.
Okay, can you tell Somsnigdha where Nadia is in terms of the Indian map? ইন্ডিয়ার মধ্যে নদিয়া কোথায়?
West Bengal.
West Bengal is like which direction of India? Like east part, west part, south part, north part? Which part of India? Because D has never been to India, so West Bengal ইন্ডিয়ার কোন দিকে? পূর্ব, পশ্চিম, উত্তর, দক্ষিণ কোন দিকে বলো?
West.
No, West Bengal is east of India. Okay, West Bengal is east of India. That's a peculiar name. West Bengal is east of India because it used to be a same state called Bengal, and then it got partitioned. The east part of Bengal became Bangladesh. That's a new country now, and the west part become West Bengal. But West Bengal is also in east of India, so it's
Yeah.
confusing. Shomili.
My name is Somili Dey. I study in class 9. My school name is Saraswati High School. My village name is Mannapada. It is district of Hooghly.
Good. Sohili.
My name is Sohili. I live at Mannapada.
তুমি আর সহেলি, তুমি আর সৌমিলি বোধহয় কাছাকাছি আছো, তোমরা একটু দূরে অন্য ঘরে যাও। একই ঘরে দুজন থাকলে ওই ইকো হবে।
So some of them are in the same room, right?
Yeah, so Soumili and Sohili both are my sister-in-law, so they are Poshali's
Oh.
sisters. হ্যাঁ সোহেলি, এখন বলো।
You have the same last name.
Yeah. So she did not need to
My-
change her surname after marriage.
My name is Saheli Dey. I live at Mannapara. I study in class BA first year. My college name is Horipal Vivekananda Mahavidyalaya. There are 12 members in my family. My hobby is cricket, and my favorite cricketer Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Okay, nice. Okay, Dee, do you want to talk
Okay.
about yourself?
Yeah, I think I can start now. Can I share my screen? Okay.
Yeah, I
good.
think you have the, yeah.
Yeah, I think you can interact with me during my presentation or some during the discussion here.
আচ্ছা, তোমাদের যদি বুঝতে কোনো অসুবিধা হয়, কারণ ওর কথা অন্যরকম, যদি বুঝতে কোনো অসুবিধা হয় তোমরা সাথে সাথে জিজ্ঞাসা করবে, ঠিক আছে? আমি সেটা বাংলায় ট্রান্সলেট করে দেবো, ঠিক আছে? তোমরা একটু কথা বলবে। হ্যাঁ, ওকে, Dee.
Okay, thank you, Swarup, for the invitation. I think I'm doing a very meaningful things to promote the education in India. And actually that is a promotion of the equity of education. That's very important for for our human being and for the overall welfare of the society. So let me introduce myself. So actually, I'm from China. This red dot here is my hometown. So it's in the northern part of China. Actually, it's quite near the sea. We know this blue ocean here is the Pacific Ocean. So my hometown actually is quite near to the ocean. And also it's in the north part of China.
So Pacific Ocean is in Bengali, it has a different name. It's called Prashanto Mahasagar. So Pacific is translated into is Pacific also has a different name in Chinese?
I think it's the same. The meaning is the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Pacific means peaceful, right?
Yeah. Because so what is it called in Chinese?
Chinese is called just a peaceful ocean. So we use Taiping as peaceful.
Okay. What? Taiping?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's peaceful ocean. So if we directly translate the meaning to English.
I see. Yes.
Okay. And in the year of 2011, I come to the US for my PhD study. That is my graduate study. So my first stop in the US is Chicago. So I studied chemistry in the University of Chicago. Actually, it's here. It's by a very large lake called Lake Michigan. So this blue area is Lake Michigan. So it's a very huge lake. And in the year of 2016, I graduated from the University of Chicago and come to Boston. So to do my postdoc research. So we know that the Harvard University is located at Boston. So I'm working as a postdoc. Postdoc means, so the word means post means after. Doc actually is an abbreviation of doctoral. So that means I'm doing a job that is after the doctoral degree. Okay. So yeah, and so I'm doing some research at the Harvard University, starting from early 2017 until now. Okay, here I want to share with you a very funny fact about the Chinese map. So if you look at the shape, the shape is very similar to a rooster, right? You can see that it's almost overlap. So if you find a map anywhere that looks like a rooster, in most cases that will be China.
Okay.
Okay.
রুস্টার মানে হচ্ছে মোরগ, হ্যাঁ তোমরা বুঝতে পারছো, মানে চায়নার ম্যাপ মোরগের মতো দেখতে।
So, okay, let me continue here. Actually, China and India are neighbors, right?
Yeah.
So here is India. So your Western Bengal is here, around here, right?
Yeah, you can actually see it. See that green Bangladesh. So just west
This
of
one, right?
West Bengal.
Here is West Bengal.
Show your pointer.
Yeah, here's my pointer. Did you see my pointer? Let me see that. Right?
Can't see your pointer somehow.
Oh, did you see that? Okay, anyway, I have a larger map later.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so another funny fact about China is that, yeah, I want to mention that here's my hometown. And here is my hometown's name is Zibo, actually is a very small city. And I attended the college at Nanjing University. So it's a bigger city. So that's why you can see the name on the map. So it's Nanjing.
Okay.
So, and this red dot means Nanjing. So even though these two dots looks very close to each other, the dot for Zibo, my hometown, actually is located in the northern part of China. We call it North China. And this red dot of Nanjing is located at South China. So in China, there is a line that is very important, dividing the north part and south part of China. And this line is the Qilin Mountains and the Huai River line. So here is a mountain called Qilin Mountain.
We cannot see your pointer somehow.
You could, okay, let me share my pointer. How about now?
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Okay, so these green mountains are called Qilin Mountain, and here, this blue line is a river. Actually, the name is Huai River. So
Right.
these together form the line dividing the China into two parts: the north part or the south part. Okay, so my hometown Zibo is located in the north part, and the bigger city where my college is located actually is in the south part.
Okay.
So do you have some similar lines?
Yeah,
in
very
India?
very similar in India actually. So there is a mountain called it's called Bindha Ranges.
Where is that? Actually, I have your map here.
And Indian ranges divided India as two parts, and its northern part is upper and lower part is southern India.
Yeah. Can
So
you
which mountain? This mountain?
not that, but like go more south? Yeah, I think
More south.
one of these. I think those are rivers though. The one.
Yeah, these rivers. The blue lines are rivers, and
Yeah,
this yellow.
close to the southern.
Oh, you mean this one?
The most southern line you have there, the horizontal
Okay.
line. Yeah, I think close to that, there is the Bindha ranges.
Okay, Bindha ranges.
Yeah, so the northern of that is North India, and south of that is South India. It's close to that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I see. I think
There is a very stark
similar.
cultural difference actually. Like between the North India and South India, there is a very contrasting cultural difference. And actually, so we don't belong from, so North India actually will mean, actually maybe I can annotate. So the Bindhu range is here, somewhere here. And so West Bengal is somewhere here. Okay. So this,
Okay.
so this is West
Yeah.
Bengal. So this whole part is North India, like excluding West Bengal, because the West Bengal is like called East. So West Bengal, and there is a city, another state called Orissa. These are called East. So there is actually a lot of like people from North and South keeps like fighting meaning just verbal fight.
It's north and south, or between the west and east. So which is more different?
What, can you repeat that again?
So some countries are divided into east and west, and some
Yeah, I
countries are
think
divided
North
into
and South
north and
division
south.
is more prominent. There is also East and West. So these states, like the you have probably heard about Mumbai. So Mumbai is somewhere here.
Yes, here, right?
Yeah, so Mumbai and Gujarat, they are called West, and West Bengal, Orissa, Assam, these are called East. And there are I think 4 or 5 states here and 4 or 5 states here. They are like the main North and South. But it's
Okay.
mostly that type of division.
Okay. Yeah, I think the case in your country is very similar to my country.
Yeah.
So as I show here, because our climates are influenced by the Asian monsoons, right? So the monsoons actually are wind that will blow in different directions in different seasons. For example, in summer, so the wind from the ocean in the southeast will blow into the land of China. That will bring the warm and humid air into the land. That's why the south part of China is warm and wet.
Okay.
And during the winter, so actually the wind just reverses its direction. So a cold and dry wind will blow from the inner land of Asia. So that's why the north part of China is cold and dry. I think it's very similar for your country, but the direction.
Does it snow? Does it snow in the north part?
Yes. So above this line, and north to this line. So it's during the winter it snows very often.
Oh.
Okay, and also the temperature can reach below 0 degree Celsius.
Oh, okay.
So, but even though there will be also snow, there will be also snow in the south part of China. So the snow is not that heavy, and also the temperature sometimes can reach below 0, but it will be very short. In most time during the year, the temperature is above 0.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, for India only, like there is a state here called Jammu Kashmir, and there is another called Himachal. So only these 2 states are known to snow, but I think because of the Himalaya
Uttarakhand is also
কি বলছো Dupam?
Sir, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, there are many more sites.
Yeah.
Yes,
So there is another state called Uttarakhand here. There is another state called Sikkim. So these are basically these are cold because of the altitude. They are high, so that's why they are cold. But mostly because of the Himalayan range, the cold air that you were talking about, that cannot come to the mainland. So India is, that's why, mostly warm. other than the high altitude, it's mostly warm. It never snows. Only those states where it is high up in the mountain, only those places snow. Because
Okay.
you know Himalaya is very, very high.
Yes. What's the height of Himalaya? Do you remember?
I think
The
some
average.
8,500 meters or something. Mount Everest.
It's 8848.
8,848.
How much? Deepam knows the number. What? How much?
8,848.
Something part it is 8,848, but many says it 8,850 meters. Developing by China's and Nepal's both research.
Nice.
Okay, great. Okay. So you know that because the climate are very different from between the North China and South China, so we have quite different cultures. So for example, so in the north part of China, so the main food actually is from the wheat. So we know that if we grind the wheat, it will become the flour. So most of the food actually are based on the wheat or flour, like the steamed buns, also the noodles. It is a hand-pulled noodles, and also we have the dumplings. The dumplings actually is we put some sauce inside a wrapper made of this flour.
Oh, made of flour.
Oh, the flour.
Oh, flour. Okay.
Yeah, flour.
ফ্লোর মানে হচ্ছে তোমরা জানো কিনা হুইট মানে গম আর ফ্লোর মানে হচ্ছে ময়দা। তো ময়দা থেকে ও বলছে নর্থ আর সাউথ এর মধ্যে যেহেতু ইয়ের ডিফারেন্স আছে, যেহেতু ওয়েদারের ডিফারেন্স আছে, তো খাবারও অনেক আলাদা। নর্থের খাবার হচ্ছে এই যে মোমো, বেসিক্যালি ডাম্পলিং মানে হচ্ছে মোমো। সো দিস ডাম্পলিংস আর কল্ড মোমো ইন ইন্ডিয়া।
Okay, but I think are different.
Yeah, it's little different. Like it's mostly Nepali dish, which also is very popular in India. They're called momo.
What's the skin of your momo? It is also from the wheat flour.
I think so. I'm not. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think your momo looks more yellowish.
Oh, there are two versions. So one is like this that you are showing. There is also a star fried version. So the fried version looks yellow.
Okay, that's from the oil. Because it's fried by oil, not because the color of the skin itself.
Yeah. There is a steamed momo and there is a fried momo. So the steamed momo looks like exactly like this.
Like this, okay. So in the south part of China, because the climate is warmer, and also the precipitation, so there is more rain drops in the south part of China. So actually, the people grow rice in the South China. So most of the main dish are based on the rice, like the boiled, steamed rice. Or people can even make noodles from rice. That is rice noodles. Do you know the difference of the flour noodles and rice noodles?
Just they're made from two different things.
Oh, but they taste quite different because the flour, the wheat contains more protein inside that. So that make the noodles, the flour version of noodles quite strong. And because there are more starch in the rice, so the rice version of noodles is more smooth, but more easy to break.
Which one?
So
which one do you like more? Which one? Do you like the rice noodles more or the wheat noodles?
because I'm born in the north part of China, in general, I quite like this version of food, but not that version of food. So I like the wheat version of everything, not the rice. So in India, I think you grow both wheat and rice, right?
Yeah. Can any of the students answer what is the main crop in West Bengal or in India?
In India, most almost I think main crop is ধান ইংরেজি ভুলে গেছি
ওই তো ওখানে লেখা আছে দেখো
ধান
rice and in the western part of barley. These are the main crops.
Oh, you also have the barley, right?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
also grow wheat. Shomsnigdha wants to say something. Shomsnigdha, do you want to say? I think we heard something. Oh, her video froze. Yeah, so rice is grown almost everywhere in India. It's very popular, and especially in our state, West Bengal, it's one of the largest producers of rice.
Okay,
So
rice.
eastern part here, rice, we grow a lot of rice, and these parts also grow a lot of wheat. Especially there is a state here called Punjab. So that state is known for Punjab and Haryana. So they are known for the wheat production.
Yes. So wheat do not like water. So if you water it too much, the wheat will die. So yeah. So
yeah, I used to see that in winter time, even in West Bengal, some people grow wheat, but not that popular.
Yeah.
So actually this part, like, you know, the river Ganges, that flows through here, and then here it divides into two parts. So one part, the main stream, goes to Bangladesh and goes to the Bay of Bengal, and then there is another stream that comes down here. It's called Hooghly, and then it comes to the Bay of Bengal. So that's the river's name is Hooghly, and you heard that many people here are from Hooghly. So there is a district called Hooghly also. So because of this Ganga river, this whole basin, like the Ganges basin, this whole place, this is very fertile. The land is very nice, especially because it originates from here. So the downstream part is West Bengal and Bangladesh. So it's bringing all the, you know, minerals and everything from the mountains.
The nutrient.
Yeah, the nutrients. So this part is, I think, world's one of the most fertile land.
Yes.
That's one of the reason India has been colonized so many times, because in the past time, like when the Europeans came, they saw like, oh my God, this land is so fertile and so rich. So yeah.
But also that you will have some flood occasionally.
Oh yeah, yeah, there are a lot of floods, especially in Bangladesh. There are a lot of floodings.
I see.
So I am actually from this map is not that clear because of the Himalayan foreland basin. I can show later.
Okay, maybe I can go on and we can discuss later.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the difference. So based on, yeah, because the difference in the climate, so people grow different crops for their living, also shape. These differences also shape the different culture between the North China and the South China. Okay, the next part I want to introduce is one of my hobby I developed in the US. That is the marathon running. So firstly, I want to introduce some history of the marathon. So
Marathon is where?
The history of marathon. Do you know what is marathon?
Yeah, let's ask the students. So do you know what is marathon? Marathon run? Marathon দৌড় তো তোমরা শুনেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is familiar with what is marathon? What is marathon? Can someone say? Let's
It
ask
is a
the
very race,
huh?
road race. It is a very popular and famous road race.
Not road race. It's a it's
It's
a form of running.
Running, yes. So it's a long distance running. It's also a kind of race. So actually the history, the most popular version of the history is that so like in 490 BC. So the Persian armies invaded Athens. So, but the Athens managed to defeat the Persian, and so the battle was taking place in the Bay of Marathon. So after Athens won the battle, they sent a guy called Philippides to run from the Bay of Marathon to Athens to tell the people that they won. So, and he just shouted victory, victory, rejoice, and he died. So after his death, people want to memorize him so that they set up the marathon, and the distance of the race is nowadays is about 42 kilometers. So in the US, people do not use kilometers; they like to use mile. So 1 mile equals 1.6 kilometers. That is why a full marathon is also 26.2 miles.
তোমরা বুঝতে পারলে সবাই স্টোরিটা ম্যারাথন দৌড় কিভাবে শুরু হয়েছিল?
Yes, sir.
Athens, does anyone know where Athens is these days? Which
Greece.
country?
It is
Greece.
Greece.
Of Greece.
Greece. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
thanks for the history, D.
That history, even though this history is the most popular history, maybe it's wrong. So a more likely version. So because a lot of people will say that running 42 kilometers is very easy. It shouldn't kill a human, right? The true,
He was already tired. because
the
he
more
was
likely
fighting.
version of the history actually is that. So maybe this guy, the Philippides, ran from Marathon to Athens first, and then he ran from Athens to Sparta to ask for the help from Sparta. And then he ran back from Sparta to Athens again. And then, because Sparta are not prepared to help, so Philippides just brings the news to Athens again to tell the people Sparta cannot help at the moment. And then he ran from Athens to Marathon again. But suddenly, somehow, the Athens army just won the battle. And then he ran from Marathon to Athens again. So I calculated the total distance that he ran. So that is from Marathon. So his first trip is from Marathon to Athens. That is a full marathon. actually. And then he made it from Athens to Sparta, and then from Sparta to Athens. So each way will be 150 miles. And then he ran back to marathon. That is another full marathon. And then he ran back to tell the people in Athens they won. And then he died. So in total, instead of 42 kilometers, he ran more than 600 kilometers. And this distance actually killed him. So that's a more likely history. So nowadays,
where did you find this story?
Oh, I just searched online. Yes, last night I had to find the true story behind the marathon. So nowadays,
say hi.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
Yeah, nice to see you.
Yeah,
And
nice to see you again.
thank you for coming this class. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel very good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you once again.
Okay, you are welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
স্টুডেন্টরা তোমরা বুঝতে পেরেছো এই নতুন স্টোরিটা? ম্যারাথনের যে অরিজিনাল স্টোরিটা প্রথমে বললো যে এই ম্যারাথন বে অফ ম্যারাথনের অ্যাকচুয়াল যুদ্ধটা হচ্ছিল সেইখান থেকে এসে এথেন্সে এসে ওই ফেডিপিডিস সে এসে, এটাই আমরা জানি যে ও এসে যুদ্ধের সংবাদটা দিয়েছিল। এটা হচ্ছে ওইরকম 42 কিলোমিটার, এসেই মারা গেছিল, সেই জন্য ওর স্মৃতিতে ম্যারাথন দৌড়টা শুরু হয়েছিল। কিন্তু ও বললো যে মাত্র 42 কিলোমিটার দৌড়ে কেউ মরে না, তাহলে তো এখনকার দিনেও লোক মরে যেত। তো ওই জন্য এই নতুন স্টোরিটা বললো, যেখানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি এইটা হয়তো আসল স্টোরিটা, যে ম্যারাথন থেকে দৌড়ে এথেন্সে এসেছিল, ওইটা 42 কিলোমিটার বা 26.2 মাইলস। তারপর এথেন্স থেকে তখন ওরা জেতেনি, তখন ওরা যুদ্ধ চলছিল। এথেন্সে এসে তারপর এথেন্স থেকে স্পার্টাতে গেছিল, কারণ তখনকার দিনে গ্রিসের দুটো পার্ট ছিল, একটা হচ্ছে এথেন্স, একটা হচ্ছে স্পার্টা। আর স্পার্টা হচ্ছে তোমার মোর মিলিটারি পাওয়ার ওদের কাছে বেশি ছিল স্পার্টার কাছে। তো স্পার্টার কাছে গেছিল যে আমাদেরকে হেল্প করো। এবার স্পার্টা তারপরে হেল্প করতে বলেছে, না আমরা হেল্প করব না। তারপরে ও আবার দৌড়ে স্পার্টা থেকে এথেন্সে ফেরত এসে তারপর এথেন্স থেকে আবার ম্যারাথনে গেছে। ওখানে গিয়ে তখন দেখেছে যে সামহাও এতটা দৌড়ার সময় ওরা অলরেডি জিতে গেছে। তারপর আবার তখন ম্যারাথন থেকে দৌড়ে এথেন্সে এসে তখন খবরটা দিয়েছে। মানে ও অ্যাকচুয়ালি শুধু ম্যারাথন থেকে এথেন্সে আসেনি, ম্যারাথন থেকে এথেন্সে এসে এথেন্স থেকে স্পার্টাতে এসে স্পার্টা থেকে এথেন্সে আবার ফিরে গিয়ে আবার ম্যারাথনে গিয়ে তারপর আবার ফিরে এসেছে। তো টোটাল ও দৌড়েছিল হয়তো 610 কিলোমিটার, অ্যাকচুয়ালি শুধুমাত্র 42 কিলোমিটার দৌড়ায়নি। এটাই এই স্টোরিটা বললো। তোমরা বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nice.
So, in India, I think you also use kilometers instead of the miles.
I think everyone except US uses kilometer.
Okay, I see.
Is it also in China?
In China, we use kilometers or meters. We do not use miles.
Yeah, miles is weird.
I think it's the old British convention.
But even British don't use miles anymore.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the true story. True story. So because this actual run to Sparta and back, so that distance actually is about 6 times our full marathon. So
how many days does this theory has? How many days it took that guy to run this whole 610 kilometers?
I couldn't find the data for that, but what I can find is so from Athens to Sparta, he ran like 2 days. Yeah, so that from Athens to Sparta, that is 2 days. Yeah, so
yeah, I did not know this story. Thanks so much.
Nowadays, the distance from Athens to Sparta is called Spartathlon.
Oh,
Yeah.
so is Sparta still a city in Greece?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Spartathlon is also a form of race, or?
Yeah. So they also have the race, but
150 miles.
fewer people will run that because it's too demanding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, especially you know that the climate in Greece actually is quite warm or hot.
Yeah.
So it's even more difficult to run a long distance in Greece.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think in India is the same. So it's not very popular. The marathon should not be.
There are marathon, like especially so there are two occasions. One is the Independence Day, which is 15th August, and there is that day India got the freedom, and then there is another day, 26th January, which is the Republican Day, which is the day when the Constitution was formed. So in these 2 days, there are a lot of marathons, at least when I was there.
But that's summertime, right? Very
26th
hot.
January is winter time.
Okay.
The 15th August is kind of summertime. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, people do run. I don't know how they manage.
Okay. Then I want to share with you some of my story. So instead of running a marathon, my first race actually is a half marathon. That is 9 years ago. So in 2013, June the 8th of 2013, I ran my first race. That is a half marathon. So and the name of the race is called Chicago 13.1 half marathon. 13.1 is just 26.2 divided by 2. So that's the 13.1 miles is the distance for a half marathon. So actually the route is very beautiful. So because it's near the Lake Michigan. So here is a photo of me running. So you can see here that is Lake Michigan, and here is the downtown Chicago. So you can see some tall buildings in the background. That's the downtown Chicago here. Yeah, and after I finished the half marathon, I won a medal. So everyone finished that will get a medal.
Yeah, it's quite remarkable. So 1971 is your serial number. What is the 1971?
Oh, it's called bib number. Bib number. So that's so you every people will get a different number to differentiate themselves. So you have to wear the bib because there is a chip on the back of the bib. So you have to wear it all the time. Because once you pass a certain stop, so you will pass a mat. The mat will sense the chip at the back of your bib. So that's how they record your distance and your time.
Okay.
So I think I have more photos to share later. So actually, my first marathon, later, I think it's half a year later, I ran my first full marathon. That is 42 kilometers or 26.2 miles in Xiamen, China. So Xiamen is located in the southeast of China. Yeah, here is me here, very tired. I think that's at the beginning, that's at the end.
I see.
That's my first full marathon. That is in the new year of the 2014.
Oh, okay.
So my second marathon actually is in Chicago again. Still during my my graduate years. So
Yeah, you look so young.
yeah, it's still quite young. But that is in August of 2015. Yeah. Not only young, but also looks fitter. Yeah, more fit than me of today. Right. So that's my second full marathon. So my third full marathon is in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the U.S. So it's located in the northeast of the country. So D.C. means District of Columbia. So there is a state called Washington is here. Do not be confused with the state of Washington and the city Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Washington full marathon. So it's in the spring of 2016. So actually in spring, the scenery in DC is very beautiful because there are a lot of cherry blossoms. So they plant a lot of cherry trees around the DC area. So it is said that these trees are imported from Japan.
Japan,
So you know that Japan is very famous for their cherry blossoms in the springtime.
This was as much as I heard, this was a gift from Japan for something, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it's a gift from Japan. Have you been there before?
What?
Have you been to the DC before?
Yeah. Not during the springtime, but I have been there.
Okay.
This is the Lincoln Park, right?
I think that's the Jefferson Monument. This one is the Jefferson Monument.
Oh, okay.
So there are a lot of monuments
concentrated
in an area called the National Mall. So
Hmm.
you have the Lincoln Monument. You also have the Washington Monument. All kinds of different monuments. I think this one is the Jefferson Monument.
I see.
Yeah, that's my third full marathon. And my fourth full marathon is in Salt Lake City. Also in the spring of 2016. So at that time, you can still see the snow on the mountain.
I see.
Can you see the snow on the mountain? It's very beautiful there. So Salt Lake City is in the state of Utah. So and it also have very high altitude. So makes it colder than the other area of the country at the same time. Yeah. And my last marathon actually is in November 2016. That is in Philadelphia. So and maybe you can remember that I graduated from my PhD study from the University of Chicago at the same year. So my mother flew from China to attend my to attend my the graduation ceremony.
Okay.
It's called convocation. So yeah, we also visited the Philadelphia together. So if you see the movie Rocky, so you will know this one. This statue actually is Rocky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the character from that movie. The movie's name, I think, is called Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last full marathon I run. So I think in total.
Incredible.
So after that, I never run full marathon again. Even though I ran some half marathons, so I do not have the energy to run anymore after being a postdoc.
Even half marathon seems a lot to me. 13 kilometer. That's also a lot. You ran like
21
5.5.
kilometer.
Huh?
Half marathon is 21 kilometer.
Oh yeah, 21 kilometer. Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah. So I think half marathon is okay for me. The full marathon is really a nightmare. It's barely after 30 kilometers. After 30 kilometers, you still have 12 kilometers to run. This last 12 kilometers is the most difficult part of a full marathon. So you almost lose all your energy. You start. So you should eat anything you can find after.
Do they give you food and food or drinks in the
Yes, so along the road, there are some food and drink station. Did you see these camps here?
Yeah.
I think that's from the water the drink station. Yeah. So I think if you are interested in running, you should finish this, the 6 world marathon majors. So there are marathons in Tokyo, Boston, London, Berlin, Chicago, and New York. So there are 3 in the US, 2 in the Europe, and 1 in Asia. So I only finished this one, the Chicago Marathon.
Chicago Marathon was, I saw Chicago Marathon this year. It was just few days ago.
Oh, did you drive to Chicago to watch that?
No, I did not drive to Chicago to watch that. I went for another reason.
I see.
I went the day before the marathon, so a lot of roads were closed, and
yes,
yeah, it's a huge deal.
Yeah, it's a very important day for Chicago. A lot of tourists will flow into the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though Boston is very near to us, it's very difficult to participate the Boston Marathon because I think I told you before, you need a qualification time. So in order to participate the Boston Marathon, so at the age, I think now I'm still 34, so we have to run better than 3 hours to be qualified for the Boston Marathon. Yeah, so that will be
Boston Marathoner qualification মানে কি? ওই ম্যারাথনটায় পার্টিসিপেট করতে তার আগের কোনো ম্যারাথনে পার্টিসিপেট করে এই টাইমটা দেখাতে হবে যে যদি তোমার বয়স 18 থেকে 34 এর মধ্যে হয় তাহলে 3 ঘন্টার মধ্যে, যদি মেন হয় তাহলে 3 ঘন্টার মধ্যে ম্যারাথনটা তো শেষ করতে হবে, আর মহিলাদের জন্য 3 ঘন্টা 30 মিনিটের মধ্যে শেষ করতে হবে। যদি এই টাইমের মধ্যে ফিনিশ করতে পারো আগে অন্য একটা ম্যারাথন, তবে বস্টন ম্যারাথনে মানে পার্টিসিপেট করতে পারবে।
Okay. So my best time is around 4:30. That means if I can keep my current space and
70
by the year of 75, I can run the Boston Marathon. Okay. I think for all the 6 marathons, now only Chicago and Tokyo have lottery system. That means you can enter lottery system. So they will select randomly who can participate. I think they are half lottery and half qualification. Yeah, because a lot of people.
Does this marathon happen every year or does it happen every 4 years?
Oh, every year.
Every year. Okay.
So each city will hold the marathon each year.
Okay.
Yes, I think Berlin and Chicago are around October. New York Marathon is about November.
Okay.
And Boston is in April. I forgot Tokyo. Tokyo maybe also in springtime. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all.
প্রশ্ন আছে এটা সম্পর্কে, if you have any questions, কেউ কিছু জিজ্ঞাসা করতে চাও? যে ম্যারাথন সম্পর্কে অনেক কথা বললো। Yeah, I think we can all give a clap for D. He completed like 5.5 marathons. It's a big achievement. What students, do you have any similar experience from like a sports event or any other type of activities that you did similar to Dr. D. Liu? Swarup, do you have? Okay, Deepam, yeah, go ahead.
So what is it? I cannot understand.
So, like D said about his experience of running marathons.
Long distance.
Yeah, marathon is like a sports event. So, do you have তোমাদের কোনো এরকম স্পোর্টস এর কোনো এক্সপেরিয়েন্স আছে কি, কোনো স্পোর্টসে অংশগ্রহণ করেছো বা কোনো স্পোর্টস যেটা তোমার ভালো লাগে, বা স্পোর্টস না হলে কোনো অ্যাক্টিভিটি, যেমন সেটা ছবি আঁকা হতে পারে বা কিছু এরকম। ইউ ক্যান অলসো টক অ্যাবাউট ইউর হবিস। সো do you have any such hobbies or experiences that you want to share?
Sir, I prefer football than any other games because of its speciality of this playing style, and there is many skill, and it is a group game, and by this game we can spread the spirit of brotherhood, etc.
What is the game that you said?
Football.
Football.
So
Okay.
there's soccer, right?
Soccer, yeah. দীপম হলো। আচ্ছা, তোমরা একটু ভিডিওটা অন করো, হ্যাঁ, যখন কথা বলছো ভিডিওটা অন করো সবাই। ক্লাস আমরা শেষই করে দেবো আর একটু হলে। আচ্ছা, রূপম, ডু ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু সে এনিথিং?
Same.
No, not the same. Say about yourself. say about something that you like. Even if it's same, say it.
So I prefer football, but cricket is more than.
Or you like cricket more?
Because I can play cricket better than football. And
What do you do in cricket? Like, are you a batsman or are you a bowler? What do you do?
Batsman.
Okay. Right now there is a cricket World Cup going on. Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Where is the World Cup?
To ask a question to this, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, what do you mind that why China is not able to qualify T20 World Cup in cricket?
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Sir, I ask you that what do you mind about the reason that why China is unable to play T20 World Cup cricket?
So T20 World Cup is a cricket World Cup. So he's
I
asking,
don't know that.
why do you think China does not play the cricket World Cup?
So the cricket it's not very popular in China, unfortunately. So very few people are playing that sport. I don't know the reason. So it's just like a lot of countries do not play table tennis, but table tennis is almost the most popular sports in China. Do you know table tennis?
Yeah.
Or is ping pong ball?
বুঝতে পারলে কি বলেছে?
Yes, sir.
চায়নাতে মানে
China table tennis is the most popular game, and it is also called ping pong.
Yes.
Did you understand why China does not play cricket?
I don't know. Even I do not know the reason.
And there is many other reasons.
Yeah. Well, the reason, I think I know, the reason is that cricket, where Indians think that cricket is as popular as football or any other games, but it's not. Cricket is mostly played by, so cricket was invented by British. So that's why wherever British had the colonies, those nations play better cricket. And because the game is it is a very like long game, it takes a long time. The T20 is the shortest version, which also takes 3 hours. Because it's a long game and it also needs a lot of infrastructure. Like for cricket, the ground condition, the weather, the type of soil, the grass, everything will matter. Everything will matter a lot. Like it can affect the result of the game. So it's very difficult for like a new country to start playing without having this infrastructure. And especially because the game is long, so nowadays not many people, like for people who already enjoy it, for them they enjoy it, but for new countries or new people to come into it's a high barrier. That's why it's not popular. But I know that China has started playing cricket. Like they were actually, China played the qualifiers for T20 World Cup this year. They did not qualify, so China has started playing cricket.
Which country is the best in playing cricket?
Well, there are some countries that are very good. So Australia, England, India, South Africa, New Zealand, these countries are very good.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, Australia won the last World Cup, but this year's World Cup they did not qualify beyond the group stage. So
Okay.
it's a tough competition.
How many teams are there in the finals of the World Cup?
Finals meaning the final round, you mean?
Yes.
I think total.
At first, many teams joined in this mega tournament, but at last they are qualified for playing Super 12. Then after these teams, the 4 best teams are choiced and they are going to semi-final. Then the final.
So do you know, Deepam, how many teams before the Super 12? Which
Finalists. Well, I surely not know, sir. Almost 15, 16 does.
So in total, about like 20 teams.
20 teams.
20 nations, yeah, 20 countries.
Okay.
20 or less, probably. Yeah.
That's quite weird because I would think it will be like the power of 2. Just like the football. The football you will have 32.
Yeah, I have to see the exact number. So Super 12 is the main round, but before that also, so there is a year-round qualifiers, just like football. And then from those qualifiers, few teams, I think 8 teams are automatically selected. Whoever are the top 8 teams, they directly come into the Super 12 round. And then there is another like competition just before the World Cup, like a mini kind of last stage of qualifiers where some small nations play. So Nepal, Canada, some other new countries played, and then 4 of them qualified to the Super 12, and then that's a Super 12 countries.
So the 12 countries will be in the final.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, it's kind of a little bit weird. They keep changing the format every year. Previously, it used to be different kind of format. Like there used to be probably 4 groups of 4, so 16. And then from there will be quarterfinal, semi-final, and final.
Okay.
But this year they changed the format.
But I think from all the Asian countries, India is the best, right?
India is the best. Yeah, India is the best. But Pakistan is also very good.
Okay.
And Sri Lanka used to be very good, but nowadays they are not that good. But they won the Asia Cup this year. So before the T20, the World Cup, there was a Asia Cup. So
Okay.
Sri Lanka and Pakistan played the final of the Asia Cup, and Sri Lanka won.
So did China compete for the Asia Cup?
Hong Kong was there. So Hong
Okay.
Kong and China has different teams.
Yeah, I know.
Hong Kong played in the Asia Cup. Hong Kong, UAE, Nepal, Afghanistan, these teams played.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So
Shomsnigda, are you watching the T20 World Cup?
No, sir.
So I know that Shomsnigda does a lot of other type of cultural activities. Do you want to say about some activity that you like, your hobby?
My favorite play is badminton.
Okay, but yeah.
I have a lot of fun this game. The game is very easily, and I play daily after school. It is a outdoor game.
It can be played indoor also, badminton. So she likes badminton. বাট তোমার কোনো অন্য হবি আছে কি, মানে খেলা ছাড়া অন্য কোনো হবি যেটা তুমি ভালো পারো বা পছন্দ করো? সে অ্যাবাউট দ্যাট।
My favorite hobby is dancing.
Dancing?
Because it makes me happy.
Okay.
And it is exercise to our body.
Nice. What type of dancing do you do, Somsnigdha? What form of dancing? মানে কি ধরনের?
I do Rabindra dance and
So Robindro dance means Rabindranath Tagore was a very famous Nobel laureate. So he won Nobel Prize in poetry, but he used to write. He was a multi-talented person. So Indian national anthem and Bangladesh national anthem and Sri Lankan national anthem. These three national anthems are written by Rabindranath Tagore actually. So he wrote a lot of songs, and also there is a form of dance that is performed on his songs. So his songs are called Rabindra Sangeet. Sangeet means song, and the dance form of that is called Rabindra dance, Rabindra Nitya.
Okay.
So Somsnigdha is a specialist in that form of dance.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of dancing in Indian movies.
Yeah.
Always. there are always a lot of dancing there.
Yeah, talking about Indian movies. So do anyone of you like movies? Hindi movies or Bengali movies? Swarup? Do you watch movies?
Yes, sir.
What type of movies do you like? Tell about a movie that you have watched in recent times.
Sir, recently I have watched a Hindi movie that is Katputli. It's a investi.
Yeah, Swarup, continue.
স্যার গোয়েন্দা বলতে কি বোঝাবো ইংরেজিতে?
কি বলতে?
গোয়েন্দা।
Detective.
It is a detective movie that I like. I like most these type of movies.
Okay. You like detective movies?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the story, this movie story is very favorite to me.
Nice. Okay. I
Do you
think
know
so.
which movie is the most famous in China? Or which Indian movie is most famous in China?
I think Three Idiots, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Three Idiots, and there was another movie, I think Amir Khan's movie Dangal, that is also famous in China, I know.
Yes.
Dangal is the like wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling with his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. To
That's
treat his
actually
daughter.
based on a true story.
Mhm.
So wrestling সবাইকে বলছি wrestling মানে হচ্ছে কুস্তি। দঙ্গল মুভিটা তোমরা দেখেছো? আমির
Yes,
খানের সৌমিলি, last is সৌমিলি. সৌমিলি say about something.
My favorite game is Ludo.
Okay.
Ludo is a very popular game. It is an indoor game. Minimum 2 and maximum 4 people can play the game at a time.
Explain what Ludo is, like how is it played?
I play it every day.
So Ludo is basically like a board game. Have you heard about Ludo, D?
No.
I think it's an Indian game. So it's a board game, and it's difficult to explain. There are two versions. One is called Snake, like snake and ladder. So there will be numbers you have to reach from. It's a dice game, so you have to reach from 1 to 100, and you will roll the dice every time. And there are numbers from 1 through 6.
6.
Yeah, so whatever comes in the dice, you will advance that many steps. And in the numbers, in some numbers there is a snake. So let's say you go to all the way to 90, and in 91 there is a snake. So now next dice, if you roll the dice and it's 1, so you go to 91, but you fall in front of the snake. So then you have to go down, like probably the snake will lead you from, it depends on, there are big snakes and there are small snakes. So if the snake leads from 91 to, let's say, 5, so although you went to 91, you will come back to 5 because you are bitten by the snake.
Okay.
So and also similar to snakes, there are ladders also. Ladders. So similar, like as the snake will de-escalate you, the ladder will take you up. So let's say there is a ladder from 7 to all the way to 90. It's a big ladder. So if you can just go to 7, then you will directly like climb up to 90. So you will beat everyone. But you cannot go, like, let's say you cannot go over 7. So let's say you are at 3 and your dice is 5. So you go to 8. So although you go over 7, you cannot take that ladder because you are not exactly at 7.
So you pass the ladder.
You pass the ladder. So if you score 4 from 3, then you will go to 7 and then you will go to 90.
So do you have to climb?
No, it's just the board. In the board there are like
it's a board game.
It's a board game, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are like small dices. So that will be your position, and there is a dice that you will roll.
I think it's quite similar to the game called Monopoly. Have you played that before?
I haven't heard that.
So it's a very popular, I think, American board game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have that. Wait a minute.
Shomili, do you have the Ludo board? You can show to D.
Yeah, like this. Monopoly.
How does the inside look?
The inside actually. Let me show you. So you also have a board, right? Like a man.
Okay.
So I think where to start. So here is a goal. So everyone will be here. Start and go this way, right? So you also
right.
play dice.
Okay.
But in this case, you play 2 dice. I think
Okay.
2 dice. Yeah. So that will be from 2 to 12 because that's all the possible numbers from 2 dice are from 2 to 12. So you can, based on the numbers you rolled, so you can go how many steps. And then you can build a house. You can build a house on that block, on each road. And if you build a house and another person come to your house, you can collect some rent.
Oh.
So if any person that out of money will go bankruptcy.
Okay.
So there are
so
some other things like
it's a betting game then. Like you can bet.
Yeah, but
Is
people.
it real money or is it just like symbolic?
Oh, it's fake money like this.
Oh, okay.
Right. So that is 1. I think that is 500. You see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fake money. I think it's very popular for a whole family because that will train the young kids how to calculate.
Oh, I didn't know this. This is good.
Yeah, that's monopoly. It's also very popular in China, but we have a different name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shomili, why don't you turn on your video? Do you have the Ludo board with you? তোমার কাছে লুডো বোর্ড আছে কি? তুমি নাকি মোবাইলে খেলো?
Yes, sir.
মানে বোর্ড আছে?
Yes, sir.
দেখাও। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, দূরে থাকলে থাক, আর যদি কাছে থাকে তাহলে দেখাও। Okay, I think ঠিক আছে, ছেড়ে দাও সৌমিলি। Yeah, I think we are out of the time.
Okay.
So yeah, we will conclude. Thank you so much, Dee, for coming.
Okay, it's my honor to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, students, সবাই good night.
Good night.
Good night, and we all would very happy if they're always cooperate with us to make our class very meaningful and good. He always inspire us to learn the English.
Okay, so Shomili is showing the. I will just pin it. Shomili is showing the board.
I see.
সাপের পার্টটা দেখাও জাস্ট, যেটা ওটা ফোল্ড করে যদি শুধু সাপের। Yeah, so see there are like snakes and there are ladders. The quality is not that good, the video quality. So there are numbers. You will start from 1 and then you have to go to 100.
Okay, I see. It's purely depend on luck.
Luck,
right?
Yeah. Complete luck. Okay. সবাই ভালো থাকবে। Thank you so much, Dee.
Good night, kids.
Okay, have a good day.
Bye.
তোমাদের হোমওয়ার্ক সবার আপলোড করা হবে, ঠিক আছে?